Why is this E-trike nearly impossible to tip? Stick around to find out. Hey everyone, I'm Dustin. I have nearly 20 years experience in the bike and e-bike industry, and today we are going to show you and tell you why this E-trike is nearly impossible to tip. Now, before we get into it, hit that subscribe button below. Stay in touch with us here at 630. Be the first to know about all the new content we're putting out, giveaways we're doing, and of course, new product releases. All right, this is the simple step through 750 watt rear mount motor, fat tire E-trike from 630. It's linked in the description below if you want to find out more and also where to purchase. This is one of the most comfortable, most stable E-trikes out there and nearly impossible to tip. Now, I personally think it's impossible to tip, but I say nearly because I don't want to give false perception. But I know that tipping a tricycle is a big fear a lot of people have, and I know it does happen. Tricycles take a little bit of getting used to, how you ride them, how you shift your weight, how you take turns, things like that. And for many people, you know, it takes a little time. So with this E-trike, there's several different features that really add to it being one of the most stable electric trikes are out there. Let's start with one of the most obvious. Number one is these 4-inch wide tires. Now, of course, having a wider tire is going to make any bike or e-bike more stable. You've got more rubber on the road, more traction, more area that is touching the ground to make it more balanced without a doubt. Now, the other thing is we've got 20-inch tire in the front and 16-inch tire, 20-inch in the rear, 16-inch in the front. Also adds to the stability. By having it slope just a little more forward, puts a little more weight in the front and creates a little more balance. Now, majority of the weight is on these two back wheels, but by having it angled down just a little bit, makes the geometry, the weight distribution just a little bit better to disperse the weight and create more stability. Now, in addition to that, you probably noticed the length of this trike as well. Another issue with some of the trikes, which creates riders feeling unsteady or tippy, is they're more compact and riders are sitting higher. With this one, you've got the elongated frame, the wide base with the 4 tires creates a lot of stability. You can see I can rock pretty aggressively and none of the wheels pop up back here. So with that added length, you're stretching it out, dispersing the weight and creating a much more stable platform versus if it was more compact and the rider sat higher up. Now you can also see that I'm sitting lower in the seat. Many other trikes are gonna sit higher up. So we're keeping the weight down lower to the ground, again, adding to the stability of this trike. Now, lastly, for stability in the back here, we have a rear differential. What that rear differential does is when you pedal, it gives power to both of these rear wheels. On many trikes, when you pedal, you're only giving power to one wheel and the other wheel is just dragging along. So what that means is worse traction, essentially, right? So by having the ability to have power to both wheels, when you're coming around a turn, both wheels are spinning. They're both able to get traction on the pavement and keep the bike more balanced and level on turns. If you're only powering one wheel, you've got an uneven distribution of power as you're coming around turns, and that could possibly lead to an issue with the balance or the traction. So we're combining the length geometry of this frame with the 4-inch wide tires and this differential, and we're creating an incredibly stable, safe E-trike riding experience. Now, this is a 750 watt rear mount motor. You also have a footrest here. So this is a cool little transportation device. If you want to see how stable it is, I've also got lots of riding videos on YouTube where I go out, take on some trails, also lots of pavement rides, you name it. And at no point do I feel unsteady or unstable on this trike at all. We've also had other riders on it as well, and they love it. 15 amp hour battery, so you can cruise up to 50 miles on this E-trike. You can take care of those errands or get exercise, you name it, you can do it. So, looking for something real stable and safe in an E-trike, check out the Simple Glides, link in the description below. And if you have any other questions or comments, please put them below or reach out to us, the team at sixthreezero.com, or call us 310-982-2877. In addition to that, we offer a 30-day test ride your E-trike policy. If you don't love your E-trike in the first 30 days, send it back. No questions asked, no money out of your pocket. In addition to that, we're going to warranty everything for the first year. Anything goes wrong in the first year, we take care of it, parts and labor. And lastly, join our Facebook group called 630 Peddlers. We have thousands of members in the group. Join the group before you purchase to talk to existing riders to ensure you're making the right choice. Then when you have yours, post in the group, make friends. And finally, download our app to track your rides and compete on the leaderboard. So, thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, it's your journey or experience. Enjoy the ride.